we often don't think about our own problem when there's something that isn't working or something that changes. We tend to blame it on other things or other people. In the Alpha pre-marriage course, the leader tells the story of a man that went to the doctor and said to the doctor, I think my wife's hearing is really getting bad. And the doctor said, well, how bad is it? He said, well, I'm not sure, but she doesn't, her hearing just seems to be deteriorating. The doctor said, well, let's find out how bad it is. Tomorrow, uh, you ask her a question and start way across the room and then keep getting closer to her until she answers, and we'll know how bad her hearing is. So the next day, his wife was making dinner, so he went to the door of the kitchen and asked his wife, what are we having for dinner? She didn't answer. So he went halfway across the room and asked again, what are we having for dinner? And she didn't answer. Then he went real close to her and said, what are we having for dinner? And she said, for the third time, we're having chicken. And so it was his hearing problem. You know, my grandfather, when he got older, was telling me that I heard him talking to other people. Maybe it wasn't to me, but I was in a group where he was talking, and he was a hunter. He did a lot of deer hunting, and he was saying that the deer are getting smarter. Like uh, years ago, when you'd go hunting, you would be sitting out in the woods, and you could hear a deer coming a long time before you saw them because they'd be stepping on sticks and branches, and you could hear them coming, and then you'd know which direction they're coming from, and then you'd see them. He's saying the deer are getting smarter. They're learning not to step on sticks and things anymore because now you're out hunting and you don't even hear them coming, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's a deer, and you didn't even know it was around because they're learning not to step on sticks and make noises when they walk. Well, I think it was actually his hearing that was deteriorating. Also, this spring, Edith and I were in Nipigon, Ontario, and we were walking on a trail there looking at birds. And an older lady came by and she was talking to us what we were seeing. And then she was saying, well, there's just not nearly as many birds around as there used to be. It's just not like it was years ago. She was saying, I would walk this trail years ago and there were just birds singing everywhere. And at any spot in the trail, you'd hear a lot of birds singing. But today, you walk down the trail, you don't hear birds at all. They're just not around. And I told you that we walked away. Well, maybe it's just that at our age, we don't hear them as much anymore. Maybe they're still there, but we just don't hear them. And now I see that I got photobombed by our cat, Lacey. So I guess she wanted to get in on this story.